Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and to another reaction video. Alright, today we're going to do something that I haven't done in a while, and that's react to a TV show trailer, because today, a few hours ago, the trailer for Daredevil Born Again premiered. I'm discovering that I'm quite a bit behind a lot of the other reactors getting this posted. Unfortunately, I didn't realize this was coming out today. I think a lot of them were prepared, but I was not on top of my game, unfortunately. But hopefully you guys will still be interested because I'm super excited to see this trailer. If you're unfamiliar with the original Daredevil series, it was on Netflix for 3 seasons. At the time, Netflix had a series of Marvel shows they had contracted out that they had the rights to that included Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, eventually Punisher off of this, and then Defenders. They were making the Defenders all together. Now, later, with the Disney-Marvel merger and the MCU, it was decided that those shows were going to be canceled. And for me, this was a massive disappointment because, in my opinion, the Daredevil series was one of the best, if not the best at the time, Marvel adaptations that had ever existed. It was a fantastic show. If you haven't watched it, I definitely highly recommend that you check it out. 3 seasons. And then if you want, there's also the Punisher spin-off, and you can watch Defenders. But really just the 3 seasons of Punisher from Netflix. I would highly recommend watching it. So yeah, so I, like many people, was extremely disappointed when it was announced that they were going to be canceling these shows, and that basically they were going to be wiping this out. And then, for some reason, the executives over at Disney and Marvel decided they changed their mind, at least as far as Daredevil was concerned. And I'm so excited. I think this was a massive win for them, a huge, great decision. They decided that they were going to start a technically new Daredevil series because it was now going to be made on Disney Plus and through, So there's some unfortunateness going on there where, a lot of the revenue, royalties that would be, I'm not even going to get into it, but we'll say that for a lot of the people that worked on the original Netflix series, we're not necessarily going to continue to get funds and credit, but since it's now officially a different show. But nonetheless, I'm extremely excited because even though it's technically a different show, it has the same primary cast of characters they've brought back, and seems to be picking up in the storyline where it left off. And we've been told that it's going to maintain that same tone that the Daredevil Netflix series had. So, fingers crossed. Really excited to watch this trailer. Just a heads up before I start the trailer, if you guys are watching this and the trailer video is flipped or reversed or anything along those lines, I'm just doing this so that I can get the video up onto YouTube without any issues. When I'm gonna watch it, it's gonna be how it's supposed to be. So definitely recommend that you also go and watch the trailer itself, the actual trailer in its normal form, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully there won't be any problems, but okay, enough talking. Finally, let's get into it. Daredevil Born Again trailer. Here we go.
Thank you for finding the time.
Oof. Ah!
It's not entirely unpleasant seeing you again.
Oh, very interesting.
A lot of time has passed.
Oh, I'm so glad that he's back.
Look a bit
Oh, there they are!
in the world.
Froggy and Karen.
I could say the same about you.
The mayor serves his city.
He's done it.
I can see you're not entirely
The Kingpin,
convinced.
the mayor.
Can you blame me? I can't shake the feeling that you're gaming the system.
Why did you stop being a vigilante?
The line was crossed.
Ooh.
It's hard to come to terms with a violent nature.
Ooh.
The power it has over us.
March forward! So very soon. Was that Bullseye? Woo! The music.
Sometimes peace needs to be broken.
Oh.
Chaos must reign.
Woo. Vanessa's back. Yes!
I'm putting the hatchet down.
Frank is back, and he looks insane as he should.
Believe in grace.
Oh, oh, oh.
But I was also raised
What's that?
to believe in retribution.
Woo! Oh, God. Oh my God, it looks amazing. Holy shit. I mean, sorry guys. Was that? Okay, so I'm just looking back at something here. Was that White Tiger that they showed? I think it was. Was that what? That's interesting. All right, so, because I knew going into this that Vincent D'Onofrio was back as Fisk, and that was one of the main reasons that I think a lot of people initially went, oh yes, this is going to be good. Because the show would not be the same without him. And then there was a lot of talk at first that the actors that play Froggy and Karen had not originally been invited to return. There was some outcry over that, and then they were actually eventually invited in. And we see them here in the trailer. I'm curious to find out how prominent they're going to actually end up being in the series, or if they'll be in, like, even more of a supporting role than they originally were in the Netflix show, because of the fact that they weren't originally supposed to be in here. And I suppose it will all depend on how far along they were in the development of the scripts and the main idea for the story when they decided to bring them in. But I wouldn't be shocked if they are less prominent for that reason. But then again, there was always this thing with Karen and Frank, the Punisher, which personally I was always a much bigger fan of and supporter of, and thought there was much more chemistry there with Karen and Frank than there was just saying. But anyway, so maybe she'll have more prominent role if Punisher is in it a good amount, but I don't know. It seems like there's a lot shown here in this trailer, but not a ton revealed. Which is cool, because of course we get the idea that Dick Kingpin again is like the central villain, but we saw glimpses of we saw White Tiger, we saw Bullseye, certainly. We see Frank there. There was other characters that we saw too. So interesting to see what the central conflict is going to be and what exactly it is that's going to bring him out of his retirement, which he seemingly is no longer engaging in vigilante activities because of his idea that a line was crossed. Now, he doesn't say that he crossed a line, which is interesting, but I think the idea of that conversation between him and Fisk is that they both are men who struggle with their inner demons, so to speak, and the idea of controlling that violent, aggressive side. And he has tried to push that aside completely. So it's going to be interesting to see what actually is the catalyst that brings him back out of retirement, and who out of these different characters that we're seeing, these different potential antagonists, are gonna be the one that really pushes him there, and how is it gonna happen? Yeah. I'm very curious about that. But I think it looks fantastic. The tone is definitely very similar. What I was expecting, what I was hoping for. That the theme played on the organ, that was sick. That was sick. So it looks amazing so far. We don't have to wait too long, less than 2 months, so that's hype as well. But all right, I think I've talked way too much about this so far, but I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts. Are you excited? What are you most excited for about what you've seen in the trailer so far? Thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.